Okay, thanks for coming back by Reload Wrap. This is going to be the series on revolver, speed loaders, and speed strips. As always, if you have any follow-up questions or want to contact us, visit our website at reloadwrap.com. And again, we are proud to be made in the USA. The Reload Wrap series holster so far has covered single stack magazines, double stack magazines, and now we're going to talk about the capabilities of the revolvers. So looking at what you get through the Reload Wrap holster, you'll have the main body strap holster here. You got a bottom extension, the revolver strap, and 2 reinforcement caps. For the purpose of this video, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the bottom extension strap. We'll set that aside. We'll use the reinforcement straps. We'll set that over there and move everything over there. So up for today will be a 6-shot. This is like a Colt detective special reload 6-shot 38. We also have the example of a very large 357 or 38 bodied large frame revolver. It's not loaded. I'm just showing you that for demonstrations. We also have a 6-shot speed strip with some 38s in it. And if anything, the only thing I don't have is a 5-shot speed loader, which would be probably very common. But we'll start with this. We'll do this 6-shot, and this kind of shows you the capabilities. Going back to the holster, again, we have the short side of the holster. We got the long side of the holster. Here's the landing strip, the red area, and then we have the bottom strap from the side. Okay, so what we'll do for a speed loader is you're going to take whatever round is out of the speed loader. You're going to use the revolver strap, and essentially you're going to wrap it around the body of the round. You want to do it fairly tightly. You can check to see how good a grip you've got placed on it. Just that simple. So that feels okay to me. And again, this is where you can do preference. It could be super tight, kind of loose. A fairly fixed grip is going to be best. We're going to take that round, stick it back into the speed loader, push it down. Let's make sure it's engaged, and it's fully engaged. And so what this is going to do, what the revolver strap allows us to do, is give us some more engagement onto the landing strap area. Sorry about that. One of the only limitations, if you will, when you're carrying speed loaders is the depth at which you can set it in your pocket. Now our depth is going to be limited from here down because we have to have proper engagement onto the landing strap. And what I recommend on the instructions is that at least half of the width of the body of the reload has to at least be covered. So what we'll do is kind of set it to there. You see that with the engagement, I got half of the body of the reload covered. We're going to take the short side and we're going to start wrapping it around. Okay. Again, don't hold the strap against the bullets because the bullets, you know, they're able to flex. You want to keep the fitting around the body of the loader itself. And we'll take the long strap, we'll come back around, just kind of keeping everything even. We'll fold this back around. Okay, so far so good. Since this is 38, due to just the width of the holster, there's a little bit of a gap here, but it doesn't matter. You can tell if it's 357, 44, or whatever, it would stick a little further out. So let's take the bottom strap, and we're just going to kind of form the base of the holster. That's going to be the stop to keep it, but it won't go much further beyond that. From here, if you wanted to, I mean, this has good enough engagement, but this is where you would take a reinforcement cap, and if you wanted to place it over that exposed strap there, and here's your version. This, of course, is the top of the pocket, so it's sitting in your pocket. You're able to reach in, index, pull the speed loader out. If you wanted to reinsert it, you see everything kind of holds its place. You kind of got to line it up. And the reinsertion of the revolver speed loader is a little bit more difficult than magazines, but it just sticks back in there. And as always, everything is flexible. You just may have to mess around with it just a little bit more as you're getting everything fitted back into the holster. But once it's set, everything, you know, it holds it's supposed to, and then it's in the pocket, and you can reach in, index the thing. Since I have the cap on there, you could also, as showed in the earlier video, you can use the cap as an engagement area for a tactical flashlight. So here you're carrying your trusty revolver, 6-shot revolver. You got 6-shot reload and a tactical light available for your need. So pretty handy. So let's move on over to speed strips. There's really nothing else I can talk about the speed loaders other than it could be 6-shot, 5-shot. 5-shot would probably be the most common. 357, 38, maybe even 44 Magnum. There's enough wraparound to continue in case bigger shells. You can see with the revolver insert, it'll go to much larger shells as well. So let's reset the holster. We're going to take the cap off. Now, when it comes to using speed strips, we're not going to need the revolver insert itself, and there's a piece of Velcro. So we'll just take that and set that aside. So looking at a revolver speed strip, they come in 5-shot, 6-shot, 357, 38s, and I think there's other different calibers available. You know, if you kind of look at it, essentially it looks like a magazine. It's got a body, it's got sides, everything like that. And so it's treated like a single stack magazine. So what we would do is we'd take this, we'd set it onto the body, and there'll be some variations because it's going to depend on how long the rounds are. But we're going to wrap it around with the small side, bring this back around, and on speed strips, what I find best is not to wrap them too tight, because most of the speed strip materials, this is kind of a rubber grippy material, and if you do it too tight, when you're pulling the holster out, it'll just snag or whatever the case is. But this way, we'll set the depth. Okay, so that's good for the depth. Again, remember that's the top of the pocket, so I can reach in and grab the strips. And luckily with this, I just need the one. I don't need the extension as well, and I can set the speed strip in there. You could then, as recommended by Reload Wrap, when you go to the range to train with this, out, shoot, back in, out, shoot, back in. And you can see it's going to have enough hold for that to where it's just, and it's still easily accessible. Pouch still holds its shape. And speed strips, again, are kind of treated like single stack magazines. Again, going to the features we've talked about, if you wanted to use the reinforcement cap over there, you could. Or if you wanted to put it loose in the front and bring our tactical light back over here so that we can put the tactical light accessory there. And again, hey, that is a great EDC carry rig. Reload Wrap allows you to accomplish things like this, to where this is in your pocket. So you got your trusty revolver. You got 6 rounds for a speed strip reload, and then you also have a tactical light if you reach in to index it. So that covers speed strips, speed loaders. Obviously there's going to be different calibers of speed loaders or whatever. The only other variations of this, let me reset this real quick, take the cap off, is going to be that all of my instructions, especially, and we'll talk about back to the speed loaders real quick, especially with big body ones, all of my instructions start from the short side. Well, if the short side doesn't get you to where it needs to be, I'm sorry. If the short side doesn't get you to where it needs to be, especially on speed strips, because the bullet is so long, 357, 44 Magnum, whatever the case is, you can just start on the long side. And that'll give us a little bit better wrapping capability to help set it. So, you know, all of my instructions usually start from the short side of the holster, but you can do the long side, and it just depends on the length of the shell and how you want to set it up in there. Okay, so thanks for coming by reloadwrap.com. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or you want to purchase a universal pocket holster, come over to reloadwrap.com. As always, we are absolutely proud to be made in the USA, and thanks for coming by.